Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. I just want to start a little build series, video series, build off here of my Losi LMT. So today's video guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade the chassis. Alright, so what we're going to do guys is we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade the Losi LMT roller. I went ahead and I got the GPM chassis kit. You can also find these on my website, www.pnwrcmadness.com. We're going to go ahead and we're going to swap out these parts. We have the center sections and we have the front and the rear. Guys, the front and the rear sections are exactly the same, so you're going to have to go and buy two different packages, one for the front, one for the rear. Alright, so after I got the chassis or the roller, it didn't take me long to discover that I'm not going to use very many of the parts, so I figured, you know, I'll just use the rest of the parts besides the gears as spares and whatnot, including the screws. So just a quick tip, you guys, you can go on eBay and instead of going and spending, I think it's like $45, you can just go ahead, go on eBay, and you can get all the screws that you need. I went ahead and looked at the kits online. They're like almost $50 for the LMT. So I just measured all my screws, or I went off the build kit and I got all the screws in stainless steel. I got basically just the whole chassis. So we're going to go ahead and use these. So we got extras. I paid $30 for these guys. And yeah, it's going to look real good with these stainless steel screws. So instead of buying screw kits, maybe I'll eventually carry some kits, but go ahead and check them out. Maybe I can leave the link in the descriptions below. So let's go ahead and open up these chassis plates and I'll show you what they look like. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get the center section out, and then I just want to show you guys the thickness of the chassis compared to the stock, and then I just want to go ahead and weigh it up, show you guys a weight comparison. So we'll just give you the chassis with the three sides, or with the three plates screwed together. So let's go ahead and bolt these things up after we get it out of the package, and I'll show you what they weigh. Check it out. So it looks like it comes with your countersunken holes, so you can screw in your cross braces, and then the rest of the holes are just circular. And then you also have these small, they look like little bushings that go inside. That must be for screwing on your, I'm just going to guess and say that is for screwing on your, yes, that's for screwing on your sponsor plates. So there. Alright, so we got one side bolted together, guys. Check it out. Pretty sweet. I would just like to say that all the holes lined up really nicely. I didn't have to ream out any of the holes on the chassis. Bolted up super nice. So let's go ahead and weigh it out. See which one weighs more, which one weighs less. Alright guys, so right now we have the stock chassis plate on the scale. We just have 3 plates and 4 screws, and we are weighing in at 5.4 ounces. Alright, so now we have the GPM carbon fiber chassis plate on the scale, and we are weighing in at a low 3.3 ounces. So guys, it's definitely lighter, it's definitely stronger, and in my opinion it looks way a lot better. Super sexy. Alright guys, so we got the chassis, we got one side put together, we weighed them up, showed you what they look like side by side. They're identical, the holes line up, everything. It looks good, it feels good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the rest of the chassis together, and we're going to go ahead and use a bunch of Treal parts. So let's go ahead and start putting it together. Alright, so to complete the chassis upgrade, we're going to go ahead and upgrade the bracing with the Treal braces. We got the front and rear chassis braces, and we got the center chassis braces. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and button this back up. We're going to get this stock one put back together on the stock truck. And then guys, real quick, before you start assembling your parts, you're going to be going into these aluminum parts, so you're definitely going to want to use a little bit of Loctite. So let's go ahead and get those out and let's get wrenching. Every piece says Treal. It is a 5-piece set. Alright guys, so a couple of things before you go ahead and you start buttoning this up. Screwing your chassis back together. You're going to have these braces right here. Just focus in there. And on the stock truck, guys, the braces are actually flipped upside down like this. But I've already tested it out. You can put them in like that, and the cage will still shut. So if you're not running a cage, no big deal. If you're running a cage, the support's just going to sit right on top there. So I'll show you that in a minute. Let's go ahead and start screwing it together. Alright guys, so I know it's not a part of the chassis, but I don't want to go ahead and work backwards. So we're going to go ahead and install these Treal shock mounts. So let's go ahead and get these out. These are also 70/75. This is what comes in the bag. You get 4 shock mounts. You get all the screws, all the hardware, and definitely you get a sticker sheet. Guys, we need these shock mounts, so let's go ahead and get them out. And one more quick thing, they're not all the same, so I believe they're labeled. They are labeled. You got left front and right rear, so you can either use it left front or right rear. And left front, right rear. And then you have right front, left rear. Right front, left rear again. So, right front and left rear, so let's go ahead. We got all the pieces. Now we can go ahead and finish assembling the chassis as one piece. Now one thing I didn't mention is we're going to have to split the chassis again to insert the diff, the center transmission, center diff, but that'll be a different video, guys. So we're almost done with the video. It's not going to be too long, actually, so yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep wrenching. Alright guys, so check it out. We got the whole entire chassis bolted up. We got the chassis braces installed. We got the front chassis braces installed. Super light, feels super stout. So guys, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back in the next video. We're going to go ahead and install the transmission. We're going to go ahead and install the outer gearbox, the lower gearbox, transmission, outer gearbox, and basically just go ahead and assemble the rest of the truck. So thanks for watching, guys. Please do leave me a like, leave me a thumbs up. Do subscribe down there in your right hand corner, and definitely stay tuned for the next build video.